The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Yeah, run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Gonna run it. It's Harris. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. Still running up the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's low. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's low. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to run, it's Parker. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Moore will throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, that's not the intent you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception, man, just this is where you go to the sidelines, you have a good talk with your coach, you settle down. It's not the end of the world, it's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore to the air. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option. Look, they're trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing 4th and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
Touchdown, Ducks! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. It is a game of field position, and after a return like that, man, are they set up. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Up at the 23-yard line. Moore will throw. Steps away to find some room. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Oh, they blocked the kick.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. half of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
So now it's second and long. Moore will throw. Get it out on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Ducks will keep this drive going.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Casper. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The run from the shotgun. Hard running there. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Texas A&M going up tempo. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
Nah, I mean, so fun to watch when you've got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Powers through the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Aggies want to move quickly.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Never a doubt. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Give to the running back. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Craver. Fighting off the defender. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
To throw again. Now adjusting. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. On the ground, it's Tatum. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll give it to the back. Got room at the 35. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run. Get a...
Snags it inside the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Handoff from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Moore. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up and try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
From the red zone, it's Davison. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
35, Texas A&M, 27.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Moore will throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. The quarterback moving. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Texas A&M going quickly.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A&M comes back out with another first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Norman. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And the Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. They want to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moore to the air. Works the middle of the field. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Touchdown, Aggies! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Action on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Takes his shot. He's got it. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Hill. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So,
picked off. What a play to set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big